Well, good evening. Welcome in, whether you're watching on our streaming service on skysportnext or on Sky Sport 9 for what promises to be a thrilling final night of round-robin action in the LearnCoach New Zealand Badminton League. It's all come down to this final night. The HeyTour Hawks, they need 1 point to go through to the final against the Tiger Brokers Tigers next week, while the OnePure Wolves, they've got to win the whole shooting match tonight. They must take the maximum 3 points if they are to go through to the final. So much to look forward to. Glenn Cox joins me in commentary, and really this is on a knife edge because they've got to win the entire tie tonight. They can't afford to go to Golden Game. This is really a precious situation for the OnePure Wolves.
Yeah, and it starts from the first game. The first game is a really vital one on how this tie sets up. But what a fantastic event to think that these teams are all so even. We're down to the last match and the last pool play, and everything rides on it. So that's great.
And you look at their form, and the Wolves have struggled in the singles. Both their singles players have struggled, so they need to win their doubles and the mixed. And as you say, that really does put pressure on that opening combination, Oliver Leyden-Davis and Anona Pack. They've got to get their team away to a win. Yeah,
and they lost to this pair last time, so they'll be very aware of that. And they're the international pair. So the expectations will be for them to start with a win and get the OnePure Wolves off to that start that they need.
What chance, though, an upset in the singles? They're really the underdogs, aren't they? Both Caitlin and Josh?
Yeah, both are development players. Josh very much up against Minota, which is a really, really tough call, but nothing to lose and everything on the opposition to have to achieve the result.
Well, let's have a look at the points table that brings us to the situation that we've described, with the Tigers already having booked their place. Despite that loss last night, what an upset that was with the Huawei Dragons in a Golden Game thriller. But the Tigers in the final, they're waiting to see, will they play the OnePure Wolves or will it be the HeyTour Hawks? As you can see, the Hawks, by getting 1 point, would go to 8, which would mean the OnePure Wolves, even if they do get the other 2, they draw level, but the Hawks will have the advantage on matches won. So it's a wonderful setup going into this. And I guess from an organiser's point of view, perfect to have so much riding on this final round-robin game.
You really can't script it better. I mean, it's any competition to come down to the last match in pool play and things still to be riding on it is fantastic.
Let's have a look at the two teams as they line up tonight. The OnePure Wolves, Fanny Megawati, the coach. Their strength really is in that doubles and mixed with Oliver and Anona, the experienced players.
Yeah, and we've seen in both teams now, and the coaches are really throwing everything at these matches. They've put their strongest pairings in the strongest places, and now it's up to the players to perform.
The star pairing really for the Wolves has been Anona Pack and Rowan Apalasuk in the women's doubles. They have been all dominant. They are yet to lose, but the pressure really is on that opening mixed combination. Let's have a look at the HeyTour Hawks. Tony Griffin is the coach, and of course their leader on and off court is Mani Minota. He has shown that he's fallible though, and he has had a big workload. Also a bit of an injury cloud with that shoulder.
Yeah, and he's geared up for the mixed. He won't be taking that lightly at all. He was very dominant in the last game they played, and he'll be looking to carry that on. And if Irina Calder-Hawkins can hold her own, I think really tough to beat.
So the two lineups, these are the matchups, because of course the coaches do have the opportunity to change from week to week. Confirmation that opening mixed doubles, what a match that promises to be. Leyden-Davis and Pack up against Minota and Calder-Hawkins. Then the singles, where we've described the Hawks are very much favoured there, but Caitlin Rosario, I think, is a real chance in that women's singles, but they've got to be in front, the Wolves. They don't want these last 3 matches to be null and void.
No, and exactly, and that really is off to that key start in that mixed doubles game. And you're right, Caitlin Rosario, nothing to lose in this one, and this is probably her best opportunity to gain a win, so yep. I imagine she'll be throwing everything at this as well.
So it is all to play for. We're just about ready to go. Let's welcome our first players out on our show court. It is the opening mixed doubles. So whilst some of those faces might look relaxed and outwardly smiling, I'm sure they are feeling the tension going into this one. Players on both sides, knowing that a place in the final is in the air for either side, albeit the HeyTour Hawks, as we've described, they have the easier task. If they can secure 1 point, if they can force this to 3-3 and go to a golden game, that is as good as a victory for the Hawks here tonight. Vic Kim is in the chair for this one, and Holly Cho, the service judge.
Elena, green or black? You green. Service or end? You serve. Yeah. You serve? Yeah. After. Which end do you want? This one? You receive first. Okay. 2 minutes.
Thank you, Vic. The formalities conclude, and this much anticipated clash about ready to get underway. As mentioned and introduced already, Glenn Cox is alongside in commentary. And this one 5-1 in the first round for the HeyTour Hawks. OnePure Wolves have really got to turn a few matches around, haven't they, if they're to have any chance?
Yeah, I think in that first match there were a couple of surprises that probably were against what we would have expected. So perhaps they can be turned around tonight. But it'll be really interesting because they're all good friends out there, and I guess that gets turned off in about the next 30 seconds and it becomes business. Yep,
bit of tension for sure. Erina Calder-Hawkins at 22 years of age. She's been one of the steady performers for the HeyTour Hawks throughout. And this combination of Calder-Hawkins and Minota unbeaten. Oliver Leighton-Davis on the far side there. He is the captain, the leader certainly of the OnePure Wolves. The most experienced New Zealand player going around by some margin internationally. These days, of course, based in Denmark when he's not at home thanks to this dreaded pandemic, which has changed the world, it seems, at the moment. He plays alongside his regular international playing partner, Anona Pak. So this is an international combination for the OnePure Wolves, and they will have revenge on their minds because Abhinav Minota and Calder-Hawkins were victorious the first time they met, with Minota and Calder-Hawkins winning it 11-7 in the thirds. Mani, as he is commonly known, is also a player of some international repute. So this has all the makings. So many of these matches, so many of these ties. We talk about the 16, 17-year-olds, the development players, and the role they've played. We don't have that in this one. You know, the least experienced of all of these players is Erina Calder-Hawkins, and she's got a bit of experience under the belt. So this is very much top-class badminton as far as New Zealand is concerned.
Yeah, I guess when we look at the overall competition, these could well be the top two mixed pairs that are going to play off tonight. So speaking to Marnie before he played, he was very adamant he wasn't holding anything back. So he was very, very keen to repeat what they did in the first tie and have a win here.
And of course, Marnie and Oliver are a men's doubles combination. So you said it, Glenn, they're all very good friends, know each other well, know each other's games. So there's no secrets, no surprises. Let's see who brings the A version of that game here tonight. Take the chance to quickly wish Susanna all the best too. Susanna Leighton-Davis, having had some surgery in recent weeks with an issue that goes back to the Commonwealth Games. So I know you've been watching, Susanna, and I hear that you're on the improve with that injury. So hope to see you back out on the court again at some stage soon. Just about ready for Vic to go
Ladies
through
and gentlemen,
the introductions.
on my right, OnePure Wolves, represented by Oliver Leighton-Davis, Anona Bag. And on my left, HeyTour Hawks, represented by Abu Dhabi Minota, Elena Hawkins. HeyTour Hawks to serve to Abu Dhabi Minota to serve to Oliver Leighton-Davis. La ball, play.
Let's go. Simple winner from Leighton-Davis.
1 love.
Yeah, this could be quite interesting because I thought last time they might have been caught on the hop a bit. They certainly won't be tonight.
Service over. 1-all.
I expect also that we'll see a continuation of this pattern where Leighton Davis and Pack take their time in
2-1.
between points. Very methodical. We'll see a lot of this.
And that's really important, is to play at your own pace and at your own speed. And if you can control that, then you can tend to control the game.
Four, 1.
Oliver's certainly had a busy workload, of course, joining us in commentary duties on his nights off. Apology there, one that didn't quite come off the
5,
centre
1.
of the strings, but he'll take it. Well, they're playing largely mistake-free
6,
badminton.
1. Hold. 7-1.
Complete control, Glenn.
Yeah, they're really setting about their business tonight. They've got the bit between the teeth from the
Play.
very start.
Calder Hawkins with the benefit of the
Over.
drop off the net.
2-7.
I've got some work to do here, though, have the Hawks. This first match we described critical to
Play.
the way this tie will play out. Interesting also, Glenn, that Pack is very active in that front court, really looking to boss that net.
Yeah, she's looking rather focused tonight on the job, and the communication is really important at the moment.
4-7.
Good little comeback here. We've still got work to do, though. The initial call was
5,
indicative
7.
of a very close call. I think the hand started to go for in, but the call was clearly out. Well played, patient.
Service over. 8-5.
Spoken about it a lot, Glenn. Patience. You don't have to hit a clean winner every time. Just know that you're building towards what will be an easy winner eventually.
Yeah, and you find quite often from the back of the court it's very hard to hit a winner, so they've really got to work it like a game of chess almost, and get the weak returns for someone to kill it from the net.
9-5. Six, 9. Seven, 9.
At 7-1, they were comfortable. Got to tell you now, at 9-7, there's a few nerves around the Wolves camp. Yeah, not deep enough from Calder Hawkins.
Job's over. 10. Game point 7.
And again, taking their time. Vic Kim is keeping a close eye on this. First game. So the OnePure Wolves, they do mean business. Look at them striding off, get the bags, change ends, and carry on.
11-7.
It's one of those situations where the Wolves would rather the match did just that, just rolled straight through. But they'll have a chat with Fanny Megawati. Just recap whilst Tony Griffin, already the more animated of the two coaches. But that was just good, steady, nothing outstanding, but just good, largely mistake-free mixed doubles from the Wolves.
Yeah, that game really almost went in three stages. We had a really good start from the Wolves, and then it slowed down a little bit for them, and the other team came back a bit, got back to almost even before the Wolves could take out the last 3 points. So it really did come in 3 stages. So it'll really depend on them keeping that focus like they had in the beginning of that first game to carry on through.
It feels like Minota wasn't really that much of an influence, and perhaps that's credit to the Wolves for not playing the shuttle into those areas where he can try and dominate.
Yeah, certainly in the initial stages where the Wolves were attacking, they were targeting Irina Calder Hawkins quite a bit, and it was taking 2 or 3 times to go, but they were finally getting the weak lift and able to finish it off. So they were largely keeping Minota out of the game in that respect when they were heading down.
So the Wolves have to get 4 wins. They must win this one tonight, 4-2, and take all 3 points. Whereas the HeyTour Hawks, their target is 3 wins. Because 3 all on the night and go to Golden Game, that's enough for them to go to the grand final. Although that in itself could be dangerous. They would not want to be aiming up at anything less than a comprehensive win. Do not want to be complacent in any way, shape or form.
Play.
I don't think this is the last time that Vic Kim's going to have to put his foot down.
Level. Play. Out. Over 1 love. Over 1-all.
And again, Leighton Davis, there's clearly a game plan at work here. Attacking with power into Calder Hawkins at every opportunity.
Play.
looks like he's in the zone.
3-1.
Yeah, they're certainly working to a game plan, and it's to, I think, keep the shuttle away from Minota as much as they can to keep his control out of it. And by doing so, they're really attacking Calder Hawkins as often as they can.
Yeah, it's not necessarily they perceive
Play.
Erina as a weakness. It's that
Strength.
Mani is a strength. Yeah. They really are leading the Hawks on a bit of a merry dance at the moment. Combination that is ranked 70th in the world in mixed doubles and has aspirations of representing New Zealand at the Olympic Games. Tony Griffin's called timeout, so
Time out.
he wants to have a chat about it. And I'm not surprised, but gosh, aside from just causing a break in the match itself, I'm not sure what he can say here.
No, I think that, as we said before, the Wolves are playing to a pretty obvious game plan, and what that's doing is by concentrating on Calder Hawkins, it's making Minota more frustrated. So he tries to get involved and tries to get amongst it, but that can bring on errors as you try to take shots that aren't yours. I think they'll be trying to push Erina back into that net, get the lift again so that they can actually start to hit down and start to dictate rather than getting pushed back and being on defence all the time.
Yeah, and I guess that is one of the keys. Start dictating to them. Okay, sure, the shuttle's going to be headed your way a fair bit here,
5-1.
Erina, but start dictating. Get your offensive game going.
Play.
Wolves in control. Oh, it's just not happening for the Hawks.
6-1.
Kept them in that with some great defense, but ultimately it's the Hawks.
Over.
They must go on a similar run to game one. They were 7-1 down and very nearly got back on level terms. They must win 3 or 4 in a row here.
Correction out.
It's been corrected. It's been corrected.
Service over. 7-2.
Glenn, that is that rare. I think it's the first time it's happened the entire LearnCoach New Zealand league.
It was right in the umpire's sight too, so he get a good look at it.
Service over. 3-8.
The Hawks are just a little bit flustered, aren't they? Just not able to get a foothold in this match. Oh, Leighton Davis will be disappointed. He was there, covered the serve, but couldn't make good contact.
Hold.
So aggressive.
Service over. 9-4. Out. Over 5-9.
Rally of the match so far, and it's the Hawks climbing back into the second game.
9. Play.
Very similar to the first game, Glenn. I mean, the Hawks, though, they need to continue this and stop Leighton Davis and Pack from finishing with the last 2 or 3 points.
Certainly climbing their way back into this game.
Absolutely in the contest.
8-9.
Gone wide, so they have drawn level.
9-0.
And the real change is you're seeing
Time
the
out.
Hawks now controlling the rally
OnePure
more
Ulbus.
and not being on that big defensive.
And less of Pack, and in particular Leighton Davis hitting down.
Yeah.
So they have been able to just change the rhythm, change the context of the rallies. It's Tony Griffin with another chance to chat to them, whilst it's the turn of Fanny Magawati to be trying to arrest this momentum. Still so close. 2 points from the match for the Wolves, or 2 points from taking it into a third game for the Hawks.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Abu Dhabi. Play.
Dick's getting
9-4.
a little grumpy.
Play.
Certainly pushing the time limits.
Oh, they've got match points. They've got match points.
Over 10-9.
It's not overstating it to say their hopes of getting to the final could rest on this point. Oh, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Anona Pack got stuck in the backcourt, but they didn't panic. They stayed true to the rally, and eventually Leighton Davis was able to smash away the winner. Smiles at the end, but that is the start the OnePure Wolves needed. And Glenn, that is the start you said they needed, critical to their hopes
Match
winning
won by
this one tonight and
OnePure
getting through to the
11-7,
final. And
11-9.
arguably, that's the best we've seen Leighton Davis and Pack through the entire tournament.
Yeah, I think the Wolves really really turned up to play, and they had the game faces on from the start, and that's an international pair really getting into gear and kicking off. They had issues probably in the middle of both games where they lost their way a little bit, and it's always difficult for the Hawks when you're playing catch-up all the time and you're playing in such a small scoring system that you can't afford to get behind too much. And they got back into both games, and once again, at the end of it, very, very tight. So I think the Wolves will be very, very happy to get that one underway and get on the board early, which is something they haven't been able to do for most of their matches so far.
Thanks, Glenn. Well done, guys. Coming nice and close here. We're both just saying we think that's the best you've played in this entire competition. Is that a fair call?
Yeah, I think we were really good, especially until 9-4 in the third when I tried to give it back to them on a bit of a platter there, but personally. But no, yeah, really good performance, and we learned a lot from last time, and it was really pleasing to implement that the way we did tonight.
What did you change from the last time when I think you lost in the third? It was a close game, but what did you change from that match to this one?
So I focus more on going forward and let Ollie take the back. He's capable of doing everything at the back, so I just take my front corner area and leave everything for him.
It also looked like you drew on that international experience, that you just were in the zone right from the get-go. And even with what Anona's saying about you covering the back, the final rally was a great example of that, because you got stuck at the front, you were at the back, but you didn't panic, you just played it out and found a winner.
Yeah, I think it comes from, I guess, having played a bit together as well. But yeah, I think the way Anona played tonight was really, really good. Made my job pretty easy from the back line, but the way she pushed forward, and we were sort of trying to push Aaron at the back a little bit. I think the way she moved forward as well put a bit of pressure on there, and we got a few mistakes just because of the movement. So she did really, really well.
We should probably just end on that, on that high praise. Well done, guys. You needed that, didn't you? And I'm sure you've thought about the entire tie. You needed to win that one, didn't you, to get yourself off to a great start, but also to get those 4 wins.
Yeah, exactly. If we go 1-0 behind and we need 4 out of the last 5, it's already a tough ask, and that just makes it more difficult. So yeah, pretty stoked to have the 1 on the board and see if we can get 3 more.
Good stuff. Good luck for the rest of the night. So Oliver Leighton Davis and Anona Pack with a performance that was international in its class against very good opposition, but they were just too strong. The OnePure Wolves, they've got to get the 4 wins in the match. They must win it 4-2 at least to pick up the maximum points to get through to the grand final. Coming up next, it's the men's singles. The LearnCoach New Zealand Badminton League. It is the final night of round robin play before we play our respective finals next week. Third will play fourth, and of course first will play second in the grand final. The OnePure Wolves and the HeyTour Hawks are scrapping for a place in that final against the Tigers. Again, to recap for you, for the OnePure Wolves, they have to win the tie outright. They have to pick up the maximum 3 points for a 4-2, a 5-1 or a 6-love win. All the Hawks need is 1 point. So if they can get it to 3-3 and go to the golden game, then they are in business for the final next week. They're in trouble, though, because the mixed doubles, the first match, went the way of the OnePure Wolves. International pairing of Leighton Davis and Pack. Singles, then we have doubles, and we finish up with a mixed doubles clash that, wow, could have absolutely everything riding on it. Let's welcome our singles in the men's. It's Josh Feng and Mani Minota. Oh, this is a genuine David versus Goliath, isn't it? A genuine underdog and the absolute favourite, unbackable favourites with Mani Minota, the international player, internationally ranked, up against Joshua Feng, who has yet to win a singles match in the LearnCoach New Zealand League. But what experience he's gained.
Okay, Josh, heads or tails?
What an opportunity. Let's listen into Kevin Smith.
Heads it is. You receive. Which side? That side? Okay.
So it's funny though, Glenn Cox, because I do recall, I think David might have beaten Goliath that day. So it does happen, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can never say never. So Josh, nothing to lose in this, everything to throw at it. He's only got the single specialist in him, so he's got to really make Minota play, make no errors, and make him work for every point he gets.
There is Mani Minota, 28 years of age, second in rankings in the men's singles, but certainly internationally he would be regarded as New Zealand's #1 player, Glenn. Is that a fair call?
Yeah, I think he spent quite a bit of time in the last 12 months overseas playing international tournaments to qualify for the Olympics, so that happened to, I guess, let his national ranking slip a wee bit because he wasn't playing the events here. So you know, him and Edward Lau would fill those top 2 positions.
Ranked 113 in the world in men's singles, and that is no mean feat for Minota, whilst Josh Feng at 18 is one of the development players coming through the system, and as mentioned, yet to get a win in the singles. He will play later tonight as well in that final mixed game with Rowan Apalasuk. He could help his nerves a huge amount going into that final mixed game if he was to win this. That might be the way he should approach it.
Yeah, and I think that if he can perform well and be happy with the way he plays, I think that will take confidence in him as well. So, as we said, he's got nothing to lose, and definitely an opportunity for him to throw everything at it.
How does he beat? I'll put yourself in the coach's box now. How does he beat Mani Minota?
He's got to break it down to point by point, and he's got to work hard on every point he plays. At worst, he's got to make Minota win everything.
Okay, ready to play.
Can't just give him the soft points and the unforced errors, because that just makes it far too easy for him. So you've got to throw every point at him, make sure he works hard, and take your opportunities when they arise.
That's all he has to do, is just have the perfect night. That's all.
That'll do it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, on my right, the HeyTour Hawks, represented by Abhinav Minota. On my left, OnePure Wolves, represented by Josh Feng. Abhinav to serve. Play.
Minota will quietly be seething.
Love.
Not necessarily at having lost the mix, but perhaps at feeling they weren't as competitive as they could have been. angled shot from Feng.
Service over, 1-all. Service over, 2-1. Service over, 2-all.
This is good for Feng. He just wants to be in the fight.
Service over, 3-2.
Just teasing, isn't he? Minota just persistently pushing Feng back into that far corner.
4-2.
There's the support, no questions who they are, so that's fantastic. How much they can actually see, the Wolves. It's too good.
What's important?
5-2.
What's important at the moment is Josh Feng is hitting quite short. So Minota's able to attack from almost 2/3 court.
And he's going to be tough to handle from the back of the court. You don't want to give him a leg up, do you?
2. Seven, 2. Short. Service over. 3-7. Four, 7.
Draws Feng forward and then with a flick of the wrist
Over.
pushes
8,
that towards the baseline.
4.
These two didn't play, of course, in the first round. Ryan Tong played in the singles for the Hawks.
Nine, 4.
His eyes lit up there, Joshua Feng.
10, game point, 4. Service over, 5-10.
Didn't quite have the touch, and that hands the first game to Abhinav
Game
Minota.
Won by
But, as expected, going with the form book.
HeyTour Hawks, 11-5.
We might have a chance here to just have a listen into Fanny.
Most important thing that you have to remember, every time when you clear higher a bit, you have over him. Yeah, because if you flat, it's easy for him to jump and then drop you. Yeah, that's one thing. Secondly, in the front, faster a bit, quicker a bit, not too low. Quicker a bit. Remember when you serve, another one, yeah, when you serve, don't move first. You just stay over there and watch, because most of the time he will flick you up to the back. But you don't move first, because you usually move to the front, so you get tricked. Yeah, you get tricked with, yeah, okay. You can do it. Yeah. Rally a little bit longer. A little bit longer. Rally. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can do it.
That's good stuff. That's some great insight, and we appreciate the OnePure Wolves and Fanny Megawati allowing us to eavesdrop. And that's fascinating. In particular, her advice on the serve, that when Josh is serving, he's moving too quickly and essentially telegraphing to Mani where he's moving to.
Yeah, and his serves are quite flighty, which gives Mani a lot of time, and he can make up his mind on what he wants to do and hold Josh quite late. And the other one, which I totally agree with, he's hitting too flat and too short, and Minota's able to get up and intercept those before they're getting past 2/3 of the court.
Play.
Oh, that's a lovely start. You can find a few more of those, he'll be right in the match.
Service over. 1-love.
Really got to push that serve a little bit faster.
1-all.
Push Minota back off that net.
Two, 1.
Yeah, clever from Minota. And Feng had an opportunity early in the rally to put away a kill, but couldn't do so. Yeah, nice.
Service over.
He must be so clinical when he does have those opportunities to hit a winner.
Yeah, and he's really got to use the whole court too. He's got to create those openings to put Minota under pressure.
Well, he got gifted a point there. Minota's eyes lit up. Pushed it wide.
Service over. 4.
Not sure there's much you can do with a shot like that.
That's just world class, isn't it?
Cut from the back, clips the net and clips the line, I think.
Yeah, again, just wrong-footed. And that's how late Minota is able to leave these shots at times.
3.
And it's really hard to pick off the camera, but he does leave it really, really late, and you just have to make a movement at the other end somewhere.
Oh, beautiful touch. We're seeing it all now.
6-3. Timeout. OnePure Wolves.
Okay, so Fanny Megawati wants to have a chat and just make another adjustment possibly. What have you seen from Feng? Has he responded initially? I mean, we've seen some beautiful shot making from Minota. Can't take that away from him at all, but has Feng been able to respond to his coach's instructions?
Yeah, I think so. And he caught Minota in the back corner with the push into his backhand, which he got the weak return. It's about using the whole court, though, and you have to be so precise. It's got to be accurate. You've got to have good length and good height to get over him to actually make Minota move around that court and be able to attack somewhere rather than have him on balance in the middle and try and hit through him, which isn't going to happen.
This is a bit of a last chance saloon here, because there must be a response from Joshua Feng here at 6-3 down, having already lost the first. I mentioned that it's the first time they've played, and for a player like Joshua Feng, the opportunity to play Mani Minota in a competitive environment on live television is the stuff of dreams for a young badminton player. It's also an opportunity.
Three.
Oh, well played. Giving Minota a little piece of his own medicine.
Service over, 4-7.
I'm just not so sure if that shoulder might be giving him a little bit of trouble. All of a sudden we started to see a lot of drops from the back rather than the smashing, so keep an eye on that.
It's a clever angle.
Service over, 8-4.
Has another heavy workload. He will back up again and play in the men's doubles, so Minota.
And that's another really important game, really vital.
Oh, good judgment.
Service over, 5-8.
It's a brave decision when you are there to cover and play the shot, to let the shuttle fall, but it was the right decision. Appears to have it covered, but just a wonderful ability from Mani Minota to take all the pace off the shuttle.
And one of his real key strengths is accuracy, is really top class.
Brings up multiple match points to level the tie up at 1 apiece.
Match point 5.
And that goes long, and that is a comfortable win for Abhinav Minota, as expected. The number 113 singles player in the world, proving too good for young Joshua Feng, who certainly did not discredit himself or his team in a full-on effort, but just a golf in class at the moment between the two players. So that levels it up at 1 apiece, and I think a match that pretty much went as expected.
Yeah, and for those at home, I think definitely Minota came out to do the job tonight, and it was reasonably comfortable in the end. It didn't exert too much on him. He's very, very consistent, very, very accurate, and for Feng to be competitive, he really has to be taking the game to him, and that, as you said, probably expected that one. So we now sit at 1-1 and everything to play for.
Well done, Mani. That's looked to be business as usual for you against a young player that was giving absolutely everything. Are you happy with your performance?
Yeah, I think I'm sort of happy. Yeah, unfortunately we lost some match. I'm still thinking about it, but I should have let it go now. But yeah, I think I'm happy to win the singles now. So got the team 1-1 now, so we're just good here.
Got to ask, how's the body? How's the shoulder?
It's okay. It's not too bad. But yeah, just still need to survive, you know, the whole tie, and then there's another week to go. But yeah, just keep it going and then see what happens.
So are you managing that during rallies? Are you conscious of it? Sometimes playing a few drops and taking the pace off a little bit more than you otherwise might?
Yeah, it's actually, it's not me, it's my shoulder. Like, I have to play those kind of shots, otherwise I get in trouble for the next shot. Yeah, otherwise if I try to push through and then I'm probably going to injure my shoulder even badly, and then so I'll probably lose more points. So I'd rather lose 1 point than losing 2 or 3 points, you know.
Okay, well, forget the mixed, okay? You've just won the singles. You've just won the singles, and you've still got the doubles to come. So you go away and keep warm, and but well done. Really good one.
Thank you.
Abhinav Manota winning the men's singles, and appreciate his honesty as well about the shoulder. So it is still having an impact on the way that he plays with this tie tonight and then next week. And he hopes it's a grand final next week in the LearnCoach New Zealand Badminton League. A long way to go, though, before we find out whether it will be the Wolves or the Hawks in that final. Coming up next, it's the women's singles. Welcome back in. It is the penultimate week of the LearnCoach New Zealand Badminton League, the final week of round robin. Next week, it's all about handing out the final placings. 3 will play 4 and 1 will play 2 in the grand final. One of these 2 teams will be in that grand final. The Wolves need to win tonight with all 3 points. The Hawks just need a golden game. 1 point will do them to get through to the grand final. We're level at 1 apiece after that win by Abhinav Manota, as expected. This women's singles coming up, though, I think is poised. It's likely to be, I think, one of the closest matches of the night. That'll be followed by men's and women's doubles, and then that final mixed doubles. Let's welcome, though, Caitlin Rosario and Courtney Trillo. two players who have struggled to get in the winner's circle during this LearnCoach New Zealand Badminton League. Across 10 matches, there's just the one win between them. That was Courtney Trillo in this encounter in the first round. Let's have a listen into Holly Cho.
Green or black? She chooses black. Green. Service end. You receive. Stay here. Okay. 2 minutes warming up.
And these two players, watching their progress has been fascinating. I think especially Courtney Trillo. But Caitlin Rosario has threatened on occasions, a 19-year-old currently ranked 4 in the country, has threatened on occasions without ever really stringing together the complete performance and a consistent performance. And as a consequence, is yet to get on the board. But tonight would be the perfect time, wouldn't it, for the Wolves if she was to give them a 2-1 advantage, knowing that they have the unbeaten women's doubles combination and Layden Davison-Wong, who have a winning record in the men's doubles. So this will be fascinating to see Caitlin's headspace going into this one, whilst Courtney Trillo at 24 years of age, currently ranked 3rd in the country. And I think she has improved. I think she's been one of the big improvers. It doesn't necessarily show in her results, 1 win, 4 losses, but Glenn Cox, I think she's got more and more comfortable at home, under the lights, in front of the TV cameras on this show court.
Yeah, and I think some of those games that she might not have won were rather close, and she had opportunities to win those. So she's really probably relishing the opportunity to play in this environment and against these players on a weekly basis. So once again, Rosario, nothing to lose, and I would say the Hawks are probably expected to win this. So if the Wolves can turn that round, then it would throw the cat amongst the pigeons for the rest of the night.
Goodness me, Wolves, Hawks, Cats, Pigeons, they're all out there, aren't they? They're all there. It really would. And I do think that this is a match that Fanny Magawati might have just put a little asterisk next to and said, you know what, I think we can get this. Final couple of serves just to get a feel for the conditions. Courtney awaits.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, OnePure Wolves, represented by Catherine Rosario. On my left, HeyTour Hawks, represented by Courtney Trillo. OnePure Wolves to serve. Love play.
Lovely touch. And I think that caught Rosario on her heels.
1 love.
I think nerves will play a big part in this one with both players. Again, lovely soft hands from Trillo.
Yeah, you'd think now with a few weeks under their belt, the nerves should settle pretty quick.
Yeah, I just wonder though, Glenn, in previous weeks they hadn't been playing for a spot in the final. It's like a sudden death semi-final.
Very good point.
Oh, she's been good, hasn't she?
One thing you know when you play Courtney is you're going to have to win every point. She's going to make you work really hard.
It's good. She's absolutely got her range, found it very early, has Courtney Trillo.
Just wait.
I think the point was put on
5-1.
the wrong player, so yes, 5-1. And that's a great response.
Subs over.
I think the linesman was very definite in his call with that one.
Absolutely. Oh, that is class. Well, she's played the drop into the Rosario forehand front court superbly, but there's the variety.
Subs over. 3-6.
Rosario is looking to Fanny Magalati for advice between most points.
Subs over. 7-3. Subs over. 4-7.
Beautifully played. Wasn't the best of starts, but at 5-7,
5-7.
she should feel that she's right in this match.
Subs over. 8-5.
Another clear call from the line judge, this time saying it was wide. Oh, lovely. Absolutely cutting across that shuttle.
Subs over. 6-8.
Well, this is game on, Glenn.
7.
Sydney well back in the hunt now.
She's playing with a real confidence all of a sudden.
And Rosario does have that factor. If she gets her confidence up, she'll start playing better and better.
Teammates, family, friends, spectators, absolutely engaged in this women's singles. Well, that was a good recovery.
Subs over. 9-all.
Just can't back it up though. And Trillo started the game so well. Can she finish it strongest? Game point.
Game point. 9.
That's good.
Subs over. 10-all.
Oh, saw the open court. just tried to play it too flat, too hard.
Subs over. 11-10.
Second game point.
Subs over. 11-all.
Third time lucky.
12-11.
Oh, lovely. Seen some real quality from both players.
Subs over. 12-all.
It's gone wide.
Subs over. 13-12.
Oh, it's in that same corner. You know, she won the first point of the match in that very spot, and she wins the last point of the first game, Courtney Trillo. But wow, was she pushed to the
First
limit.
game won by
Some really
HeyTour.
engaging
14-12.
women's singles action. And it is Trillo for the Hawks who wins it 14-12. But boy, did she have to withstand a great comeback from Rosario.
Yeah, and it's one of those situations where Rosario just couldn't get her nose in front. If she, if you got to feel that if she had the opportunity, she probably would have capitalised on it, but she just could not get that 1 point advantage to have a go at it.
And I thought when she made that run in the middle to sort of latter stages of the game, that Rosario, when she was playing well, her footwork, she was moving that much better. When she was being beaten by Trillo, early in the game especially, she wasn't reaching the drops. Yeah. She wasn't getting there. She looked much better on her feet.
And that whole thing's that the nerve settling and the confidence coming in, and as you said, the movement became more fluent. So she was getting to the shuttle a lot better and a lot earlier. And while she was doing that, she was in command. She was banking up the points quite well. And unfortunately, she just had that slower start, which just made it catch up for that whole game.
Well, Trillo won this clash last time in the first round, 11-6, 11-5. She's already, I would hazard a guess, she's already been out there on court for longer than that entire match just in this first game. That was one heck of an arm wrestle.
And both these players, I think singles is the only match they're playing tonight, so they really can put everything out there on the court and leave nothing. So it'll be interesting to see how that second game comes about.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
I recall Courtney in her first match, and she looked startled. She looked like she was just caught off the pace.
Second game.
Really took some time to settle,
No
as many of the
ball.
players did, not having had any badminton.
Play.
But she is a different player at this stage of the league.
Subs over. 1 love.
That's good. Again, when she's let down Rosario, it's the feet that let her down first, I think.
Yeah, I think Courtney Trillo's caught her probably 3 times now on getting to that backhand drop early and then just faking it. And and
1
blocking it over.
all.
That's just a lapse in concentration. That's criminal in singles.
Service over 2-1.
Oh, quick hands. Tony Griffin likes it.
Service over 2-all.
Clean winner.
Service over 3-all. Over 4-all.
Both players have looked for that shot a few times tonight.
Service
Fair to say
over
Trillo's been
5-all.
more accurate, but that's a clean winner for Rosario. And confirmation from the chair, right under the chair umpire too. I think Trillo thought she might have caught a piece of the line.
Service over 6-all.
This cannot be separated.
Seven, 6.
A little fist pump there from Courtney Trillo. Like that 400-metre runner now. She's just rounding the final bend. Straight away left. She can see the finish line. And every point is another stride closer to the finishing tape.
9, 6. Time out.
Fanik Megawati says,
OnePure Wolves.
well, just put things into a holding pattern for the moment, just to try and disrupt this momentum. Trillo's been just unruffled, hasn't she? Just absolutely calm in her approach.
And that's a testament to how she plays. She's really consistent, and she'll make you work for everything you get, and she's doing exactly that. So she's got the challenge out to Rosario to say, beat me.
Of course, what that timeout does is just allows a little time here for some thoughts to creep into the brain. That's what Rosario will be hoping, that Trillo gets ahead of herself here and
9,
steps out of her process, but she's been very good so far.
play. Soft over, 7, 9.
Wide. Match points.
Soft over, 10, match point, 7.
Oh, what a response under the greatest of pressure.
Soft over, 8, 10.
It's good. It's good, and that's been a problem for Rosario. That backhand corner has been an issue for her throughout most of the match. Look at what it means to the teammates. They are delighted, as they should be. Really good win by Courtney Trillo. She was pushed to the limit by Caitlin Rosario, but holds on to win it in the second, 11-8. And that now gives the HeyTour Hawks the advantage, as I think we might have predicted, Glenn, and I think you would have predicted after these first 3 matches. They do have the advantage, but with the strength of the OnePure Wolves to come, it's still very much in the balance, but impressive from Trillo.
Yeah, she's very, very hard player to beat. She's going to keep you honest and make you earn everything she gets, and she did exactly that again today. She kept her nose in front and came out with the win, so she'll be happy with that result, I'm sure.
Thanks, Glenn. Courtney, well done. Well done. Is there a bit of relief there as well?
I was very nervous tonight. I was very nervous.
Have you guys spoken about it? There's a lot on the line, isn't there, knowing that you're playing for a place in the final?
No, Tony's been really good. Just say go out and play, do your best. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah.
And your game plan? Tell us. I mean, we think we can see it. We can see what you're trying to achieve. Tell us what you're trying to achieve.
I was trying to keep the pace up, keep her moving around the back, and then either smash it or drop it, bringing him back and forth. Yep.
And you found your touch with the drop early on. In fact, I think your first point was a wonderful drop.
Yep, surprised me.
Well done, great win, congratulations. You can go and relax for a bit. You never know, you might have a golden game, but you can relax for a bit. Well done, well done. Courtney Trillo with a win in the women's singles, and sigh of relief, but she's played superbly well to pick up her second win of the LearnCoach New Zealand Badminton League, and importantly, put her team in front. 2-1, still 3 matches to come. Welcome back into the LearnCoach New Zealand Badminton League. This wonderful innovation from New Zealand Badminton, a post-COVID competition, one that has brought together many of New Zealand's best players with an international audience watching live sport. Wherever you are watching, we hope you're enjoying all of the action. The HeyTour Hawks are now all but. Remember, they just need to get to 3 wins tonight, go to a golden game, and that's enough for them to go through to the grand final. The OnePure Wolves now, they must win every remaining match on the card. Up next, it'll be men's doubles, then women's, and it'll be followed by the mixed doubles to round out the evening. Let's welcome our men's doubles partnerships onto the courts. I'm guessing that Oliver Layden-Davis, anyway, he might have done the math. He might have figured out that this is exactly the scenario they could be facing, that he could be walking onto the court in the men's doubles 2-1 down in the tie. So that won't have changed the situation, won't have added to the pressure for him.
No, I think they'll be well aware that, and would have explored different scenarios, and this will just be one of them. So it's a must-win for the Wolves, and they'll be well aware. The Hawks know that they need to peg one more away to get through to the final next week, so they'll be well aware of that as well. And once again, we've got, much like we did in the mix, where we've got probably three quite experienced players out there, and then one young fella that's
red
will be stepping up.
Red. Serve, who's the receiver? Okay, which side? Sure.
Justin Zor and Kevin Smith, the officials for this one, as we'll have a chance to introduce the players. 2 will be familiar to you already from tonight's earlier matches, and 2 will be new faces tonight anyway. Familiar if you've been watching the LearnCoach New Zealand League over the past 4 or 5 weeks. Here's young Evan Wong, 19 years of age, men's doubles ranking of 18. Evan won the New Zealand's under-19 title in men's doubles in 2019. And his badminton idol, Hiroyuki Endo from Japan. Danny Ode, at 29, is like Oliver Layden-Davis, one of the more experienced players going around the New Zealand scene. Current men's doubles ranking of 6th in the country. He will partner Mani Minota, who plays his 3rd match, plays the first 3 out of 4 matches, does Abhinav Minota. And very, very experienced in both singles, but in particular also in doubles. He's used to playing alongside that fella, Oliver Layden-Davis. They're normally wearing the same colours on the same side of the net, but tonight they're in opposition. Oliver Layden-Davis.
Ready to play.
Mentioned his level of experience. What's he had? 3 Commonwealth Games, I think, Glenn. He's World Championships. I know for Oliver, the one missing ingredient is that appearance at an Olympic Games, isn't it? And his time is still very much on his side, of course. Doubles and mixed doubles players, in particular the men, it seems, they can go on into their late 30s and still be performing at the very top of their game. So let's hope that Olympic dream is realised for Ollie. If not in Tokyo next year, then somewhere subsequent to that. They must win, the Wolves. The Hawks know that a victory will secure for them a place in next week's
Ladies
grand
and
final.
gentlemen, on my right, OnePure Wolves, represented by Oliver Layden-Davis and Evan Wong. And on my left, HeyTour Hawks, represented by Abhinav Minota and Danny Ode. OnePure Wolves to serve. Oliver Layden-Davis to Danny Ode. Level, play.
Every now and then, when you close your eyes, turn your back and swing the racket,
Service over.
you'll hit a clean shot.
He just might hit something.
Love.
All that was missing was that it wasn't a winner.
Service over. 1-all. Two, 1.
Monota just stretching that shoulder out early on.
3, 1.
That's good serving from Evan Wong because they'll try and put some pressure on the young fella.
He's shown through this tournament that he's not easily overawed. Monota and Ode, they've only played together the once, and it just so happens it was in this fixture.
2.
And they were winners that night, 11-7 in the third. So good memories for the Hawks pairing.
Service over. 4, 2.
Ollie just getting all crossed up, losing his balance.
Service over. 3, 4. All. Five, 4.
Leighton Davis just going through a bad patch here.
6, 4.
This has been a really good run of point scoring through the middle of this first game for the Hawks.
7, 4.
Oh, initially what a get from Danny Ode, but he couldn't get back on his feet quickly enough. And credit Evan Wong, he really does not shy away. He's quite happy to take
5,
control.
7.
Certainly happy to get in there and mix it.
Okay. Okay.
Get the mop out there, courtesy of one of our line judges. And again, just to acknowledge the wonderful work of the line judges, the volunteer crew. They've been helping out throughout this LearnCoach New Zealand
5,
League.
7.
return of the Wolves to string a few points together.
As you can see, it makes such a difference when you're hitting down, when you can attack and control.
Changes everything, doesn't it? Your movement as well. Oh, well played, Minota. Just pushing the shuttle directly at the non-racket shoulder of Leighton Davis.
8-6. Nine, 6.
A couple of cheap points, and in the race to 11, you just simply cannot afford to give those away.
10, game point, 6.
Back-to-back errors on the service return.
Service over. 7, 10.
Oh, brilliant reactions, Danny Ode. Initially, Leighton Davis did superbly well, but Danny Ode was even
First
better.
game by HeyTour Hawks, 11-7.
And that's reward for that really good spell in the middle of the game where the Hawks just got it together and strung 4, 5, 6 points in a row.
Yeah, they're certainly a little slower to start, but they got into their work and then really started to dominate through that middle section where they were hitting down all the time. I think the Wolves came back a little bit when they got some control back, and then basically 2 mistakes when your opposition's at 8 really just seal your fate in the scoring system of up to 11 points.
Mani Minota was still fuming when we spoke with him after his win in the singles, fuming about having lost the opening mixed. So you just know that he does not want to lose again to his regular international men's doubles teammate in Oliver Leighton Davis. They call him the smiling assassin because on the surface he is the most friendly human being you will meet. Lovely, lovely man. But beneath that exterior is a real competitor.
Second game. Love ball.
Wolves.
Play.
Remember, already backs against the walls. They must win this match.
One, love.
Oh, what a rally. Danny Ode has been so good. Those instinctive reactions.
2, love.
They're in control here, the Hawks, and the Wolves are in trouble.
3, love.
It's long. Funny, Negawansi showing the timeout card.
OnePure Wolf, time out.
I imagine she's going to be say stop hitting it up.
And sometimes the most simplest of instructions need to be delivered.
Because it's quite evident that the Hawks are really on attack. You know, if it goes up in the air, they are hitting it down and they're hitting it hard and getting the weak returns, and all of a sudden you've seen a 4-point run bang halfway through the second game. So definite work for the Wolves to do to turn that round.
Just on the extent of their advantage and experience and years combined, Minota and Ode would have come into this as favourites, and also having won this clash in the first round. But Wong and Leighton Davis would want to be more competitive than this.
5-love.
They must dig deep.
Sub is over.
Yeah, initially it's all about doing those simple things well. Serve well, return a serve well, and often that third shot to dictate which way that rally's going to go.
Sub is over. 6-1.
Dug themselves such a hole that going tit for tat, point for point here is not good enough now.
6.
Yeah, they need a run.
From the story of this match, hasn't it? The Wolves lifting, the Hawks attacking.
7-2. Sub is over. 3-7.
Another couple of points here, and they are back in business, the Wolves. Oh, and when the luck's on your side, it really is. And the apology turns into a high five just to rub it in.
I think you always wonder how much of an apology that really is. You're quite happy to see it hit the net and go over.
Sub is over. 5-8.
Oh, that's a rare miss.
6-8.
The hint of an opening here. The door is just swinging ajar. Oh, and then it slammed shut again.
Sub is over. 9-6. Sub is over. 7-9.
Oh, it's just gone wide. The Wolves will not go away.
8, 9.
Oh, did Evan Wong miss an opportunity there to hit down?
Stop is over.
Yeah, no, I don't think Minota was going to miss the same opportunity.
Match point 8.
This is so much more than a match point. This secures them at least a point tonight in the tie, and it will put them into the grand final. And they are there. Leighton Davis is crestfallen, but accepting, I'm sure, that they have just been beaten by a better combination. And the HeyTour Hawks, in winning the men's doubles, they extend out to 3 games on the night. It's 3-1 with 2 to play, which means at the very least they're going to a golden game, and they are into the grand final.
11-8.
Tiger Brokers Tigers can start doing their research and planning for next week. Let's just for now concentrate on this one, Glenn. It was a really professional performance from the Hawks.
Yeah, I guess when you look at the scoreline, the Hawks it was reasonably comfortable. They had control for most of that match because they really dictated with the attack and hitting down, and both reasonably strong from the back and getting the weak lifts and being able to put the shuttle on the floor. So they'll be happy with that because that really takes some pressure off. They know that that's put them through to the final, but I think the next 2 matches will be as competitive as the Wolves try to push for a golden game.
Thanks, Glenn. Congratulations, guys, because there's so much more than just that match to talk about. You're into the grand final next week. That's given you what you needed tonight.
Yeah, totally stoked. I mean, we just took it as game by game, and the cards fell our way, so super stoked.
Did you think about it going into it, Marnie, or was it just the game?
I sort of did. That's why I probably played like not my best. It was all Danny today. I think Danny played so well that he covered me quite a lot from the back. So yeah, no, all thanks to Danny.
And I'm going to just go on that theme because instinctively your shot making was superb tonight. You were in the groove.
Oh, I just had our game plan set, and I didn't try. I tried my best not to stray away from it because it was working. So hey, keep going.
So that's pretty cool, eh? First ever LearnCoach New Zealand Badminton League. You're into the grand final. Still a few matches to play tonight, though. The team still focused on getting the job done?
Yeah, no, we're not going to give it away. We're still going to fight. Even if it gets a golden game, we're still going to go in and fight to win the match. But yeah, we'll see how we go.
Good stuff. Well done, guys. Very good win. Danny Ode and Mani Minota have won the men's doubles and with it secured a place in the grand final of the LearnCoach New Zealand Badminton League for their HeyTour Hawks team. Still 2 matches to come and they promise to be wonderful matches. Next up, it is the women's doubles. Well, the LearnCoach New Zealand Badminton League has now discovered both of our grand finalists, with the HeyTour Hawks tonight already having done enough to secure at least a point, which is good enough to take them through to the grand final. That's how they've done it, 3-1. The lead with just 2 matches to play, so to the very least they go to a golden game. They lost the mixed doubles to start the evening, but have since won game after game after game, and they sit very comfortably now at 3-1. Mixed doubles is our final match, but let's now welcome our women's doubles onto our show court. And the risk, I guess, Glenn, is that that just takes the oomph out of this match, the remaining 2 matches. But I'm sure the players, as we saw last night with the Huawei Dragons, what a superb performance from them with little or nothing to play for. And I know that Roanne and Anona there on the left, that they'll be looking to continue their unbeaten run in the league, whilst Erina and Jasmine will look for a confidence-boosting win, A, to secure the victory tonight, and B, to take some confidence into the grand final.
Yeah, I still don't think there'll be anyone holding anything back in this one. As you say, the Wolves undefeated, and they won't want to lose that that record.
And let's be fair, we've discovered a grand finalist, but the tie is still up for grabs tonight, even
absolutely.
if it is in a golden game. I know the Wolves will want to finish on a high.
And remembering that I think the prize pool as such is paid down for each position. So if the Wolves can get that extra point, can they leapfrog the team that's in front of them and so come up the ladder to 3rd instead of 4th? So there's still everything to play for at this stage, and based on what we've had in the past, we could see it go to 3-2, and that really puts everything back on that last match. Yeah,
certainly that would be the favoured result here. As I have the chance to introduce our players, because the Wolves combination are unbeaten, and there is one half of that combination, Roanne Palasuk, 16 years of age, and players almost in perfect symmetry there, and she has been so impressive throughout in both the doubles combination, but also on the opportunities when she's had to play in the mixed, and tonight she'll do that in the next match with Joshua Feng. Erina Calder-Hawkins, who has already played tonight and was on the losing side in that opening mixed.
Close.
She'll be looking for an upset victory with her partner, Jasmine Ng. Jasmine, 23 years of age, and a women's doubles ranking of 6 in the country. A little bit of wear and tear perhaps, just got the compression sock on that right calf. And there's Anona Pak at 26 years of age. Number 3 in women's doubles, number 1 in mixed doubles. And that's her area of expertise, playing in the doubles disciplines. And she will certainly be the leader of this team, but no question that she's enjoyed a wonderful
Ready to
partnership
play.
with Roanne Palasuk.
Yeah, and this is probably one of those pairings in this competition that's really developed. From look back to the first match they played, 4 or 5 weeks ago now, into what they're playing now as they get to know each other and that combination start to work. It's developing into quite a formidable doubles pair.
Final moments of reflection for the players before Vic Kim will make the formal introductions, and the match will get underway. The best that the Wolves can hope for now is to take this to a golden game. Just about ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, OnePure Wolves, represented by Rohan Apalisok, Aruna Park. And on my left, HeyTour Hawks, represented by Elena Hawkins and Jasmine Ying. HeyTour Hawks to serve, Jasmine Ying to serve to Aruna Park. Level play. Service over. 1 low.
Rohan enjoying the chance to get aerial there and smash away a winner.
Low.
Down the middle, so often an area you can exploit, especially against combinations that are not that experienced as a pairing.
That's over. 1-3.
Easy winner set up by an accurate return of serve.
Serves over. 4-2.
It's pretty much getting into their work as they have done each week.
Just gets the timing wrong, but gosh, what I love about Rohan Apalisok is just the confidence. She's prepared to take a game, a rally, a match by the scruff of the neck. Not daunted at all. Classic example. I'm not sure that an owner played a shot.
She's just got to keep out of the way, I think.
Service over. 4-7. Play. Out. Service over. 8-4.
Running away with this first game now.
9-4. 4. Service over. 5, 9. Jasmine. Six, 9.
A little too eager.
7,
Certainly wasn't a great serve.
9.
No.
That did the trick. And take the point, I'm sure.
Beautifully played.
Service over. 10.
Quite an important
Game
point too,
point.
to stop that roll
7.
that was on. Give himself game point.
It goes long, and the Wolves continue in the fashion to which they've become very much accustomed. They're 5-0 so far in the LearnCoach New Zealand League, this women's doubles combination.
11-7.
It's a pretty comfortable win in truth, 11-7. It was only a 2 or 3 point run in the mid stages there that gave some respectability to Calder Hawkins and Eng. Really is one of the finds of the tournament, Rowan Palasuk. Clearly a junior of some potential, but the way that she's developed and grown, Badminton New Zealand and the respective national team coaches must be delighted with her growing maturity and influence on these games.
Yeah, and once again, it's having that unique opportunity of playing in something like this alongside the likes of Anona Pack and Oliver Leighton-Davis in the same team, which really gives you some confidence and I guess starts you on that understanding of what that next level is like and what you need to do. And she's adapted to that really, really quickly and slotted in, and they've formulated a really good combination over that 5 to 6 week period.
Don't count Jasmine Eng and Erina Calder Hawkins out just yet, though.
Twenty seconds. Second game. Level play. Service over. 1 love. Service over. 1 all. Service over. 2, 1.
Hasn't quite been
1.
up to her own very high standards. Palasuk has missed a few of those smash opportunities. Oh, it's a really good recovery. And in fact, it has been called fault. So I think Palasuk has made contact with the net here. Did look that way initially.
The shuttle certainly hit the net. I'm just not sure whether the racket did.
Okay, so it might have been the shuttle that caused the movement. That and a few rash shots here just allowed the Hawks to edge away. All the momentum now with Calder Hawkins and Ing.
Time out.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, that time out. I think just a chance to settle Rowena Palasuk.
Yeah, I think they've just lost their focus a bit here, haven't they?
And knowing the pack as a senior player, she's got to get back and communicate and get that momentum back with her partner and bits and pieces, get her confidence back. And
what's Tony saying?
He's saying keep on the roll, keep attacking where you are, keep putting the pressure on, and don't let them recover from the advantage you've got.
Certainly, they still give the appearance of being nice and relaxed.
6-1, play. No. Play.
Good. They just can't be stopped at the moment. This is quite the turnaround.
7-1.
Yeah, that's really solid defence and getting the attack where they can, but certainly the Wolves are not hitting through them now like they were.
Oh, what a shot, what an angle.
That's over. 2-7.
Certainly having to work a lot harder for their points now than what they did in that first game.
Service over. 8-2. Nine, 2.
Oh, that's a loose one.
Service over. 3-9. over.
7 game points to level it up at 1 apiece.
Game point 3.
Well, they've got a bit of breathing room.
Service over.
Not that much.
4.
A long way back from here for this game.
So we're going to a third in the women's doubles.
Game
And that in itself is a huge achievement because Pack
11,
and Palasuk
4.
are unbeaten through the LearnCoach New Zealand League. And it's not too often that they have been pushed. But Ing and Calder Hawkins are going to ask some questions of the Wolves pairing. And if they are to get a win here, the Hawks, then of course they would wrap up the tie by moving to 4-1 with just the 1 match to play. That was quite the turnaround. And I can only suggest that it might have been a drop in concentration. They just didn't appear to have the same focus, the Wolves, but credit the Hawks, they lifted their game.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I think the Hawks really lifted. They were really solid in that second game. The defence was strong. They attacked at every opportunity they could, and they weren't giving away those soft, easy points. So anything that the Hawks got, they earned, and I think the Wolves had to make them work for, and they weren't on the right side of it in that game. So they really have to lift the Wolves to get back into it, because I think the Hawks at the moment are at a different level.
And perhaps there has been, understandable that, you know, you just find out moments before. It's like being told as you go out to play in a cup semi-final, just before the match, you're told, actually, you can't go to the final. And it's going to have an effect on your performance. And it may be the case here, but we'll see how they respond here in the third game, the OnePure Wolves. But, you know, moments earlier, you're hoping that you're going to be playing for a possible place in the grand final.
20 seconds.
Yeah, I think you did right. I think that result of that men's doubles may well just take the sting out of the tail, so to speak, and they've got to lift themselves again. You know, they'll want to win this. They're undefeated so far in the competition. They'll want to remain that. And as we said before, you know, the tie is still very much alive.
Final game. Level. Play.
Okay, Anona Pack with a statement to get us underway.
Service over. 1 low.
And so far, she's doing exactly what you said, Glenn. As the senior player, she must take control of the situation. It's wide. So they've started superbly, the Wolves, and suddenly the smiles are back.
3 low.
Yeah, well played.
Service over. 1 3.
too much on it.
2-3.
Well, that good start disappeared pretty quick. And it's all tied up again.
And the Wolves pairing, if anything, they are a little more up and down. Emotionally, it seems, as well. Four in a row.
Four, 3.
Puts an end to that. Jasmine just out of picture is asking herself, why did I lift that shuttle? Just lifted a little by Apalisic. This is a really good match, you know. Very intriguing.
Over. 5. Jasmine.
This is really good doubles. And both pairings, like they should be, like they're tied together by a bungee. When one moves, the other player moves as well. It's really good to watch.
Both sides of the court really solid at the moment. Good ladies doubles.
Jasmine. Six, 5. Seven, 5. Time out. Head to Hawks.
So Tony Griffin hasn't waited too long here. This third game, now getting towards the business end, and at 7-5, he's decided that a 2-point gap is enough. He wants to come and have a chat.
Yeah, I don't think he can really let it run too much further. You get into that 8-9 zone, it's closing down material. So I think he had to step in now and have a say as to what he think they need to do.
Which I don't think is much. They've been playing superbly well, haven't they?
Yep. It's very even out there at the moment.
Seven, 5. Play.
what they needed out of the timeout.
That's over. 6-7.
I think we saw that point before, didn't we?
Over. 8-6.
Yeah, very much a replay.
Play.
Yeah, mine out. Anona Pack knew exactly the flight of that shuttle, I think.
6.
Gosh, they've been made to work hard here, if in fact they are going to get over the line.
Play.
Well, good combinations find a way to win when they're not perhaps playing as well as they might hope.
6.
And I think that's been the case here tonight. Anona Pack and Rowan Palasuk have
Play.
gone in fits and starts, but it looks like they will still be too good. Not just yet, though.
That's over. 7-10.
Anna Palasuk wins it with work at the net, and they retain their unbeaten record. Rowan Palasuk and Anona Pack, and they keep tonight's tie alive. It will go to the final match with the potential for a golden game. But they had some good moments, and they certainly had some less than good moments during that one.
Match won by OnePure Wolves 11-7, 4-11, 11-7.
Ultimately, though, Glenn Cox, they found a way to win, and good players do that on a bad day, don't they?
Yeah, and the good thing is that the tie stays alive, but I think there were some really good women's doubles in that, especially to that third game where both pairs were solid and the defence was strong and they were attacking from wherever they could, and you really had to earn your points, and they just got their noses in front and were able to run out with a couple of points to spare. So good ladies doubles, keeps the tie alive. We go into that last mixed with everything to play for, and see if we can get to a golden game.
Well, congratulations, guys. As a combination, it seemed to me you found a way to win tonight when you weren't necessarily playing that well, and that's a sign of a good combination.
Yep, so like this happens, it's normal. Sometimes you're feeling a little bit under the weather, but you just have to be a little bit mentally stronger, try overcome it, and then yeah, you'll feel better at home after this.
And to keep that unbeaten record, that's all 6 matches now you've won. You must be enjoying this partnership that you've got going.
Yeah, definitely. I've never played with Anona before, so it's great that we're winning every match. Yeah.
I know you've got one more to go, so I won't keep you long. You go and enjoy that one. Well done, guys. Another great win and a great performance right through the LearnCoach New Zealand League. They continue with that unbeaten record. They are 6-0 as they go through now into the finals next week, where, of course, the Wolves will play in the 3rd and 4th playoff match. But still one game tonight to decide this tie. Are we headed to a golden game, or can the Hawks sew it up? The final mixed doubles is next. Welcome back. The final match on the cards tonight, and there's plenty on it because there is the possibility of a golden game. That is entirely in the hands of the Hawks, it seems, because if they can win, if Ryan Tong and Jasmine Ng can win, then they'll wrap it up 4-2. But Joshua Feng and Rowan Palasuk will be looking to take it to a golden game. The Hawks lead at 3-2 going into our final mixed doubles. Let's welcome our pairings onto the court.
Well, this is definitely one of the bigger matches for the night now because it all hinges on whether we progress in a 3-all or a 4-2.
Yeah, and we talked about that points table situation that for the Wolves, of course, if they can win and get the 2 points, then a chance of moving up that league table, albeit academic as far as the match they'll be involved in next week. Tuesday night will feature 3v4, and we know that that will be the Highway Dragons and the OnePure Wolves. And Wednesday night, the grand final, 1v2, and that will be the Tiger Brokers Tigers and the HeyTour Hawks.
Heads or tails? Heads it is. You're going to serve? You take that side? Okay. Ryan, what's your? Okay.
So, not a lot of history in these two combinations. We'll introduce them to you, but I can tell you that Feng and Palasuk have played twice for a 1-1 record. There is Josh Feng, already been out there tonight in the singles. That defeat at the hands of Mani Minota. Opportunity now to help his team force a golden game. Jasmine Ng, just saw Jasmine put up a really good performance in that women's double, so she'll be buoyed by that and clearly warm and ready to roll straight into this mixed. She will partner Ryan Tong for the first time in the LearnCoach New Zealand League, so left it until the last round robin to put this pairing out on the courts. And Ryan Tong's, well, he's played a bit of singles, he's played a bit of doubles, he's tonight playing mixed, so he's had an opportunity. He's had to wait a little while tonight, though, hasn't he? And Rowan Palasuk, who backs up also from that women's doubles. So I'm not sure whether Tony Griffin is in the experimental phase or whether it's a genuine look at their best combinations. Of course, at the top of the program, we had Abhinav Minota and Erina Calder-Hawkins.
Okay, ready to play.
And they lost for the first time in the league. But they are an established pairing, whereas this other mixed, perhaps, for the Hawks is still up for grabs.
Yeah, I was sitting here looking at them warm up and thinking, yeah, they haven't played a lot together, these combinations, so it'll be really interesting to see who adapts the quickest and combines and gets the job done. But I guess with the way that the teams are set out, every player has to play at least one match, and it really depends, I guess, where Tony Griffin was deciding to put his players, etc., etc. So whether he played Ryan in the doubles or in the mixed was probably his decision, or in the singles as he did in the
ladies
first
and
game.
gentlemen, on my right for the OnePure Wolves, we have Josh Feng and Rowan Palasuk. On my left, from the HeyTour Hawks, we have Ryan Tong and Jasmine Ng. Okay. Ryan to serve. Ryan will receive. Love all. Play.
Yeah, the change-up is that Danny Ode has played with Jasmine Ng primarily. Danny tonight, though, just playing in the men's doubles, so a lighter program for Danny, and Ryan Tong gets the opportunity.
Service over. 1-2. Service over. 3-1.
Oh.
4-1. Service over. 2-4.
Oh, brilliant hands. Ultimately, it went long, but great reactions from the Palliser.
3-4. Service over. 5-3. Six, 3.
Yeah, well played. That flat response to a smash. It's almost always a winner into the open
Service
court.
over. 4-6. Service over. 7-4.
Well, if she is a little under the weather, she's not showing any
8-4.
signs of it. At least not in her game.
Nine, 4. Service over. 5-9. Six, 9. Service over. 10, game point 6.
Oh, beautifully glided
Game.
over the net. First game goes the way of the Wolves.
Game.
Confirmation of the action that we'll have in store
Game
for
one,
you next
won
week.
by OnePure
On the
Wolves,
Tuesday night,
11-6.
it will be 3v4. That's the OnePure Wolves and the Huawei Dragons. On the Wednesday night, it's our grand final from 7. Tiger Brokers Tigers up against the HeyTour Hawks. Let's go in now. Just have a listen and see if we can eavesdrop on Tony Griffin.
Attack Joss a little bit more down the middle. Yeah. When you get split like that, either you're going to clear, or if you're going to hit that John, you'll have to take the front for a little bit until she can work her way in. Does that make sense? Yeah. Watch them return a serve. So they're not playing soft, only Josh is playing a little soft, so Rowan's basically pushing. So just be ready for it and then push on. Yeah? Cool. All right, let's go.
Yeah, so it looks like Tony Griffin's picked up the fact that on the return of serve it's being pushed quite hard, so he's telling Ryan Tong to be aware of that so that he can get into that third shot that much quicker. Just that little bit of anticipation now. So it'll be interesting to see if he picks up on that.
Palasuk especially, it seems, playing
Game
with that
2.
aggression.
Love all. Play. Service over. 1 love. Service over. 1 all.
Timing not there for Evan Wong.
Service over. 2-1.
Joshua Feng, I should say. I apologise. Wasn't thinking of possibility of a golden game, Glenn, and
Service
looking
over,
through my list of
2
players
all.
and thinking who's going to play.
You're preempting things.
A lovely touch, superb. Ryan Tong, it's the art of a good drop, isn't it? If you can look for all the world as though you're going to smash until the last moment. Oh, great mixed.
Service over. 3 all.
It's about now, when the score is as it is, that we start to see all the other players. Look at
Service
Oliver
over.
Layden Davis in the background stretching.
4-3.
Everyone preparing for a possible golden game.
Service over. 5. Oh, sorry, not service over. 5-3.
Oh, that is superb.
6-3.
Well, the Wolves enjoying a purple patch
Service
here.
over. 4-6. Timeout. OnePure. Sorry. Yeah, OnePure Wolves.
I think it might, was it Tony that called the timeout for the Hawks?
Certainly was. So that may be the Hawks, I think.
But, Feng and Palasuk really enjoying a great patch there. Not just the fact they're winning points, but the way they were winning the points was dominant and just putting doubt into the opposition's minds.
Once again, I mean, Josh is a lot better when he's hitting down, and he hits it hard from the back, and Rowan's picking up an awful lot around the net and bits and pieces, so putting a lot of pressure on them at the moment.
7-4.
Yeah,
Play.
so the score was wrong. It's now correct. Just glance
Service
behind
over.
us, Glenn, and our referee,
5-7.
Chin Fong, is practicing the coin toss, getting ready for the golden game.
Maybe he knows something we don't.
Even the referee predetermines things, you see.
Service over. 8-5.
Yeah, just clipped Apalasuk's racket.
Service over. 6-8.
There's a ruthless streak
Service
about
over.
Roanne Apalasuk.
9-6.
She loves to smash those winners away. Match point.
Match point 6.
So I think all of those thoughts, all of those predictions, I think are about to hold true. The golden game looms.
Service over. 7-10. Eight, 10.
And they win it. Josh Feng, well done. This young combination of
Match.
Feng and Apalasuk. And they take out the final
match
mixed
won
doubles.
by-
It's been a good recovery
OnePure
from the
Wolves.
OnePure Wolves.
11-6, 11-8.
Could have been excused with the tie at 3-1 for losing their concentration, knowing their chances of a grand final spot were gone, but they've recovered superbly. They've won the last 2 matches, including this mixed, and they are going to take it to a golden game. And Roanne Apalasuk, I would imagine, might be hoping she's not involved. She's a little bit under the weather, but she's come through with 2 really good wins.
Yeah, and I think once again it's gone down to the wire and another really close finish, and that just really sums up the whole league and event, really, where a lot of these matches have gone down to this golden game and tiebreaker as it is in our badminton sport. So we'll wait and see what the coaches decide to eliminate and what match will be left, and then we play 1 set to 11. So the ties still are very much alive and everything to play for.
Yeah, taking it to a golden game. Well done, guys. Josh, you pleased with that? Really good performance from the 2 of you.
Yeah, definitely really happy with that to come away with a 2-game win. So hopefully yesterday managed to try to close out this tie.
And Roanne, I'm guessing that you're hoping you're not involved in another match. It looks like you've just about emptied the tank. You were feeling a little bit under the weather, but you've come through really well.
Yeah, it's a bit tough because I don't think I'm playing very well today. So, yeah.
I think you've played superbly. You've won both matches and played really aggressively as well. So well done, guys. Congratulations. I'll let you go and wait and see if you're involved in the golden game. There we go. So the mixed taken out by the OnePure Wolves, Josh Feng and Roanne Apalasuk, forcing this one into a golden game. When we come back, we will go through that process and see just who is involved in our final game of the evening. Well, welcome back, everyone. And yet again, I've been told that this is now 50% down the middle. We've gone to Golden Game exactly 50% of the time. And this is a thrilling part of the LearnCoach New Zealand Badminton League. And on the final night of round robin, we go there again. Chin Fong, our referee, will perform the coin toss. And then between our two coaches, we will eliminate one match at a time from the board until we are left with a Golden Game. Chin, over to you. Let's see who wins the toss first of all, and then we start to eliminate the matches. So Tony is first away. Tony, what are you heading to? I'm sure there's a plan here. Mixed is gone. There we go. So mixed is off the table. Fanny, men's singles is gone. There we go. Tony, and of course it's going to mean that Fanny's going to have the choice at the end. So there's deep contemplation here. Women's doubles, so we're playing either women's singles or men's doubles. I don't want to preempt it. I don't think we've had a singles, and we still haven't. We're going to play men's doubles. Thank you, guys. We're going to play men's doubles in the Golden Game. Gee, Glenn, for a moment there I thought we were going to have a singles match, but no, men's doubles. Now I guess we just wait and see who's actually going to play.
Yeah, I'd like to say that's exactly what I thought would be the outcome. So we'll see if the same four take the court as what we saw in the match itself. And I guess looking at who's warming up, that tends to suggest that's what's going to happen. So 1 game to 11 we have, men's doubles, and winner takes all.
Yeah, well, certainly tonight they do, because by default the winner may not progress to the final if indeed it is the Wolves, but they'll be desperate to try and take it out. And I get the feeling that Oliver Layden-Davis is delighted that he has the chance to get back out on court. And he'll still be upset, I'm sure, that perhaps it was that men's doubles that proved the pivot point in this tie, with Minota and Danny Ode getting over the line against Layden-Davis and Evan Wong. And I did tell you earlier, didn't I, Glenn, that I was already thinking Evan Wong, and somehow got him in that mixed game, but it does look like he will play in the Golden Game.
Yeah, and
confirmation, Oliver Layden-Davis and Evan Wong, and it is Abhinav Minota and Danny Ode. So as they lined up in the earlier match, which was a comfortable win for the Hawks, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think the Wolves will certainly have to lift for the 1 game that's remaining to be competitive with the Hawks. They were quite dominant in that men's doubles, and really that match was quite pivotal in that overall result. So I guess Oliver Layden-Davis has his opportunity to grab the bragging rights against Minota if he can pull this one off. So.
Confirmation of next week, OnePure Wolves and the Huawei Dragons on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, Sky Sport Next and Sky Sport 9. That's the battle for 3rd and 4th, whilst the grand final is on Wednesday from 7. Tiger Brokers Tigers up against the HeyTour Hawks. There will be an opportunity for spectators, no charge if you are in the vicinity and want to come in and see some great action at the Waitakere Badminton Centre. So come along and see it live, or join the action from your home, as we are ready for one final piece of action here tonight. Let's welcome our Golden Game participants. It's men's doubles. And as a part of our presentation, of course, at the end of this match, we'll have the Crystal Ashley Designs MVP. And it may well depend on the way this Golden Game goes.
Welcome.
Justin Zor is our umpire, Kevin Smith, service judge. So the players, they're well versed now in this Golden Game situation. Everyone will have been warming up to a degree. They may have had the inside word, some players, because the coaches will know perhaps their first choice match that they were going to eliminate.
Green, red, sure. Red. Okay. And who's the receiver? Sure.
So if a coach knows that they're going to, for example, the mixed doubles, I think, was taken off there pretty quickly right from the get-go, then mixed doubles players can rest easy. Know that they're not going to be involved, but
unless they're doubles players
as well.
Which we know for the Wolves is pretty much how it works. And I think the Wolves, based on their lineup, and each time I've seen them with the Golden game, have taken the singles options out. So
Yes.
that it's always come down to one of those doubles ones. And as we know, that ladies doubles pair's undefeated.
Yes.
So really, it's always going to come down possibly between the mixed or that men's doubles.
Yeah.
And you look at that, and their mixed doubles pairing is an international pairing. So it always navigated towards that men's doubles fixture.
And with it, the chance for redemption, if you like, for Leighton Davis and Wong. Danny Ode played superbly well in this match earlier tonight. There's a lot of experience in partnership with Mani Minota. It'll be tough to bowl here. But, it is a sprint to 11. It's a different beast to the earlier best-of-3 game match. And Evan Wong just walking into frame there at 19 years of age. Certainly been walking into the frame during this LearnCoach New Zealand Badminton League, one of a number of youngsters given their opportunity.
Ready to play.
And they need to be.
There's no real opportunity for a slow start in this match, so you've really got to be right on the money from the word go.
Yeah, this one. But yeah, I think okay, no problem.
Golden game, it is literally 1 game to 11. Having been 3-1 down in the tie, the Wolves will be happy they're here.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, HeyTour Hux, represented by Abhinav Monata, Danny Ott. And on my left, OnePure Wolves, represented by Oliver Leighton Davis, Ewan Won. OnePure Wolf to serve, Oliver Leighton Davis to Danny Ott. Level, play.
I think we heard some howling from the Wolves supporters, but they were pretty quickly quietened, weren't they? That was a misjudgment by Wong.
2, love.
That was a vital point. They could ill afford to have gone 3 love down.
Over. 1, 2. Two, all. Service over. 3, 2. Out.
Ooh.
Service over.
It's a brave leave.
3, all. 4, 3.
Did not look comfortable there at all, Mani Minota. Just to really push that shoulder into that awkward position, really causing a pinch. It's been troubling him for the best part of 2 or 3 weeks. That's lovely. No problems on the light touch at net though.
Sub is over. 4, all.
Good return.
Sub is over. 5, 4.
So are we going to see back-to-back nights with the lesser ranked team on the table coming up trumps?
Sub is over. 5, 6. All.
Little to separate them. Didn't come off the racket clean. And it's the turn now of Minota and Ode to lead.
You really have to, when it's that short and it's in a playing golden game, you've got to hit it hard.
Again, good judgment by Leighton Davis.
Sub is over. 7, all.
This is very tight.
Shoulder's not too bad.
Sub is over. 8.
Seems to have the most trouble when he's having to draw that arm across the body and play with a bit of force. Oh, what a miss, and Danny Ode knows it.
Sub is over. 8, all.
She's a big point, this one.
Oh, reactions. First from Leighton Davis and then Danny Ode in desperation to get a piece of that. So 9-8 for the Wolves. Remember, they lost this men's doubles in the match earlier tonight. This will be bittersweet if they come back and win the golden game. Put their head on the pillow tonight and be wondering what might have been.
Sub is over. 9, all.
Yeah, he got there. at the request of his partner, but then he couldn't keep the shuttle in play. Golden game point.
Match point 9.
Oh, it's into the net, and Layden Davis will be furious. But credit Minota and Danny Ode. They trailed through the middle stages of that golden game, but they came back to win it 11-9, and they booked their place in the grand final next week in suitable style, winning in a golden game performance over the gallant but ultimately defeated OnePure Wolves. And that really was a classic golden game situation, Glenn. Just a matter of 1 or 2 points, a mistake here or there, and it's the Hawks that get the job done.
Yeah, and I mean, what a fantastic event when you can play for 3 hours. It's you're totally engrossed in 6 different matches, and then it comes down to a final set, and there's 2 points in it for the whole night. I mean, it keeps you really focused on everything that's happening around you, because all the results count, all the games matter, and you know who gets there by 2 points in the end. Hawks come out and they'll play in the final next week.
And they go into that final in the right frame of mind, I'm sure. Important for you guys to go into the final next week with a win and taking that confidence?
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, I guess that's the main goal, to get to the finals first and then play on the day. And yeah, well, we'll see what happens.
And all your focus now can be on that match. What are your thoughts going into that one next week, Danny?
Haven't really thought that far ahead, kind of just had all focus on tonight's match. But yeah, definitely we'll look at reviewing what we have to do against the Tigers for next week.
You really have been focused on tonight, but yes, you're right. You're playing the Tiger Brokers Tigers. Matchups, combinations. We saw something a little bit different tonight in the mixed. Have you guys settled on your best combinations?
Well, we're still sort of trying it, but like we know which one's going to sort of work and which one's going to not, I wouldn't say like we're throwing it, but like it's still, we're just trying it and then see if that works, then might as well try it in the finals as well and then give them a shock.
Good stuff. Well done, guys. Golden game. It's always a bit of fun, and well played tonight, winning both the doubles on both occasions. Well done. Mani Minota and Danny Ode with that win in the golden game. Now my pleasure to bring in our Crystal Ashley Designs MVP, and delighted, and she might be a little bit surprised, Courtney Trillo. Congratulations, well done. That's a pretty cool way to end the round robin, isn't it?
I'm happy with that. Thank you everyone. Bit unexpected, but cool.
Tell me about your enjoyment of this competition from the very first week, over the course of a number of weeks through to this now, going into the final next week. How do you feel that you've grown and developed through the competition?
In the first week, I was nervous. It was like intimidating. They're all in the national squad. I was like, oh my God, what have I got myself into? As the weeks have gone on, I've become more confident, and I think I'm playing a lot better. But I'm looking forward to next week. I'm looking forward to taking on Sally again, so it should be a good one. So
that's great. So you're already there. The mind's already there, getting ready for that one. Congratulations, Crystal Ashley Designs MVP. Courtney Trillo taking that honour tonight. Our thanks to Crystal Ashley Designs for their wonderful support of our MVPs. I'll bring Glenn back in for a final wrap on proceedings tonight. It seems appropriate at the end of this round robin that we have a golden game. It's been a great part of this LearnCoach New Zealand League, and we saw it again tonight, went down to the wire.
Yeah, what an amazing event. Last night you had the underdogs actually come out and win. Tonight you had the underdogs miss by 2 points. So it's so even, and over the space of the period we've had, although there might be some points amongst it, anyone could win on the night.
And that leads us to next week, 3rd, 4th, Huawei Dragons against the OnePure Wolves, and then the Wednesday night will be the grand final. Who do you fancy in both of those matchups?
I'm sitting on the fence on all of them because I really don't know. I mean, as we've seen, I think everybody's beaten everybody. So once again, the coaches are going to have a hard job to think, how do they actually win 4 matches, or how do they come out on top? And they'll be doing a lot of analysing and bits and pieces of what has happened over the last few weeks and putting their teams together to come out with the one win.
Can you see both those nights going to golden game?
Absolutely, yeah, and that's we've seen that right through this tournament, and there's no reason to think that if everything comes according to plan and they all play to their potential, that we could very much see it split 3-3.
Good stuff. Looking forward to that. Thanks, Glenn, for your time tonight. We'll look forward to your company again next week. It is finals week next week, so Tuesday night, 3rd, 4th, and then on the Wednesday night from 7 o'clock, it is the grand final. Tiger Brokers Tigers up against the HeyTour Hawks. A reminder to join us on Sky Sport Next or Sky Sport 9. There is an opportunity for you if you want to come down live and be here courtside and see some amazing badminton. 1 week to go. Looking forward to your company next Tuesday.